Hey everyone, and welcome to this latest episode of Emily Cooks Stuff in the Microwave, and also sometimes not in the microwave. As you can see, I'm no longer giving numbers to the episodes in case I forget what number I'm on, so I don't look like an idiot again. Today we're going to be making some water keffir, and I'm going to be making it with some delicious wild owls or African wormwood and lemon. And yeah, so here we go. Right, so step one, I've got my water keffir grains, which I've been making just a plain soda in there. I'm just going to pour that into my glass. So you want to kind of drain, you want to funnel all of your guys out. I'm just going to finish that off because you don't need to learn how to use a funnel again. You want to pour those guys into your funnel, and it's got a plastic mesh situation over here, a plastic mesh sieve situation there, so that you can get all the liquid off, and then you're going to rinse them under some clean water. So yeah, I rinse my guys and then I put them in my little jar. So the thing about water keffir grains, like I said, they hate metal. They also apparently don't like chlorinated water, but I'm more of a survival of the fittest kind of girl, so mine better adapt or die. And apparently they also don't like kind of overly processed sugar. As you can see, mine is very processed. So yeah, adapt or die kind of situation. So yeah, anyway, so I've got my sugar. It's 100 grams of sugar for my 1 liter of water. Gonna throw it in there. Give it a little mix-a-roodle. Yeah, so that's kind of dissolved. I'm gonna give it another little stir, and then I'm gonna add it to my guys. So water keffir is apparently, it's like a similar strain of bacteria to the guys you find on in Tapache and on like agave plants and stuff. Anyway, back to it. Right, so I'm going to chop up I've peeled my lemons because you don't want to put too many crazy essential oils when you're fermenting things, because, like, think about it, like there's certain things that we associate with antibacterial properties, such as lemon and possibly mint, and then there's a whole bunch of other guys that have antibacterial, antiseptic kind of properties, and these are guys with little bacteria, and if we put the lemon peel, which is full of essential oils, in there, it'll just like hinder the fermentation process, so we're not going to do that. So I'm going to chop up these lemons, and I'm going to put them in there, and then I'm going to put my handful of wild owls in there. So those of you who aren't familiar with wild owls, it's like a indigenous kind of herb situation, possibly one of the most used ones for medicinal reasons in South Africa. And it smells like, it's like the most fragrant thing. It's like if mint and lemon verbena and lavender and something even more floral had a baby, it'd be this guy. And it's delicious with pork, and apparently it's got like 100 million medicinal uses, but apparently it also has psychotropic properties, so people used to put it under their pillows for some nice dreams. Yeah. I've put my guys in my little bottle. I gave my wild owls or African wormwood a little bit of a squeeze so I could break down some of those cell walls and the tough cellulose membrane situations so that the flavors can come into the water nicely. And I'm going to leave this in my cupboard for 2 days, and then I'll have a lovely, delicious soda. So the thing about water keffir is it needs to be constantly fed. Like, you can't just, it's like having a pet. You can't just kind of leave it in the cupboard like your booch for 30 days or whatever. No, you got to keep feeding it, and very regularly. So if you don't want to feed it very regularly, put it in the fridge, but that's only going to buy you a little bit of time. So anyway, I'll see you in 2 days to taste this delicious concoction. Usually I make it with mint instead of the wild owls, but my mint plants are looking very sad because of a certain cat and some caterpillars. Yay! So then this is the end of our water keffir recipe situation, and yeah, we'll see in 2 days how delicious it is. Hello guys, so it's day 2 of making a water keffir, and it's ready to taste. I actually tasted it a little bit this morning and it was delicious, but now I'm going to taste it on camera because maybe it'll also be more delicious that way. So step 1 is obviously open your jar, and I'm going to remove the lemons and my wild owls or builder owls out of the jar. And then I'm going to strain it in my plastic sieve situation, because as you will remember, the water kefir does not like... why did it go bright all of a sudden? The water kefir does not like metal. So I've dug my guys out, and they can serve as nutritious snacks. I've dug it out to the best of my ability. Now I'm just going to illustrate how to use a funnel again like an idiot. No, fool me once. I'm not doing it again. See you now. So I made a serious error. My jar was too small and I got too excited. Fuck. So I've managed to clean my floors and counters. So now what you want to do is you want to rinse your water kefir grains. I'm just going to add water to this, and then I'm going to pick out all the stray guys, and then I'm going to just make a plain batch of soda, because I just want to give the guys a little break from all that hectic essential oils and anything that may have been like inhibiting their growth. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now before I taste that guy. So I have done these guys. I try to pick out all the little remnants, and so I've just put it in a plain sugar water solution, because I wanted to give them a break, because they multiply better when they're in the plain solution, but then obviously the other flavors taste so good, so you want to make sure that you give them a break every now and then, so that the colony can kind of revive a little bit from the intensity. You can also use water kefir grains to ferment like a fruit juice or coconut water. You can use it for pretty much everything, but if you do a flavored one, it's good to do a non-flavored one afterwards. Right, to the tasting. So I've poured without spilling some in here. Delicious. So delicious. Tastes very perfumey because of the Boulder Owls. I can't really taste the lemon. I prefer my drinks a little bit more acidic, so I may add a squeeze of lemon, but very delicious. Yeah, water kefir kind of tastes like lychee juice. So anyway, that's the end of how to make water kefir. Deliciousness. Yum.